Hello, Pokemoshpitbeta. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am the thesupremehaus, and I've got a pretty cool match for you guys today. This is against MultiHGW in the EU tier, which is pretty cool. So I saw before the match in the team preview that he had an Abomasnow, so I was pretty sure he was going to lead off with that to just get his hail up, and so I decided to lead with my Houndoom to threaten his Abomasnow. So let's just get this match started. Okay, so like I expected, he does end up leading off with his Abomasnow, and I lead off with my Houndoom, because it's a Hound of Doom. And I am sure that he's going to be threatened out by the Fire-type move, so he goes into Nidoqueen, and predicting that he'd switch, hopefully into Chandelure, I went for the Dark Pulse, because I saw that he had a Chandelure before the match, too. And Nidoqueen's fine, too, because I see that the Dark Pulse is a 2-hit KO on the Nidoqueen, which is great, so my prediction netted me an early KO, which is really good. And that's a good way to start off the match. The score currently is 6 versus 5. He's going to go ahead and send in his next poke, which is Azumarill, to threaten me out with the Aqua Jet. So, predicting that, I'm just going to go ahead and switch out my Pharaoh Seed, because it's like a tiny little Pharaoh Thorn, except for it's not as annoying, because it's not as annoying, because I just said that, and it is not as annoying, because it's not. Okay, yeah, so I take the Aqua Jet pretty nicely thanks to my resistance, great defenses, and Eviolite, and he's going to go ahead and switch out to Abomasnow, seeing that there's not really much he can do to me, because he's probably banded and locked into that Aqua Jet. So I'm going to set up my first layer of Spikes, because Spikes are always good to get up, especially on Hail teams like this. Stealth Rocks are especially good on Hail teams, because most of the folks are generally weak to Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to go ahead and go for a Spikes again to get up my second layer, but I see that he goes for Swords Dance, which is really odd. The Abomasnow that I have is like Leech Seed, Stallish type thing, so I'm kind of scared of this Abomasnow now that it's getting out these Swords Dances, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for a Gyro Ball because it's super effective, and Pharaoh Seed with negative speed IVs like this one is so slow that Gyro Ball hits most things pretty decently, and that does do over half, which is good. And I'm hoping that I can live whatever he goes for next and finish him off with the next Gyro Ball, but he just goes for an Earthquake and kills me. So that's not so good, and my Pharaoh Seed's down, and the score is 5 versus 5. So I'm going to send out my Houndoom to scare him out again, and thinking that I will be able to scare him out and just go for a foul play to kill him, because, you know, he has such high attack right now. I go for that, but he just stays in, goes for Ice Shard, which fortunately does not kill me, and I get hurt a lot with my Life Orb and the Hail, but I'm still good to switch in a couple more times. So I switch out and go into my Feraligatr, because it's a vicious crocodile that's about to eat that bunny rabbit over there, and I take the Aqua Jet like a monster, because I'm saying, like, I got my own Aqua Jet, fool, you can't Aqua Jet me, I'm the king of Aqua Jet, I'm a crocodile, I eat water rabbits for breakfast. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Swords Dance on the switch, because he's locked into Aqua Jet, and that's not going to be doing much. And that's good, because now I'm at +2, but I don't really have much to hit this Cresselia with. I have a really weird set on this Feraligatr. I should probably change it. It's like Dragon, Claw, and Waterfall, and wait, no, not Waterfall, Aqua Jet, and Earthquake, and then Swords Dance, which is really weird. It's good coverage, but like, it's just weird moves to have in the Feraligatr. So the most powerful move I have against this thing is the Aqua Jet, so I just go for that. It's tied with Dragon Claw, because Dragon Claw is 80 base power, and Aqua Jet, wait, oh, never mind. I'm stupid. Oh well, Dragon Claw would do a little bit more, but it didn't really end up mattering that much. So he's just going to go ahead and finish me off this turn with a Psychic, and that's okay with me, because Feraligatr isn't the most useful thing on my team against this guy, so that's just okay with me. He's going to get back a little bit of HP with leftovers, but then the Hail takes it away again, so it didn't really do anything at all. I'm going to go ahead and send in my Claydol and get some rocks up, I believe, while he switches into his Chandelure. And I'm so glad that these things aren't allowed to have Shadow Tag, because Shadow Tag would just be a pain in the butt. And, yeah, it would just be horrible. Like, switching in on things with 147 base special attack and just raping them to death. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch out, predicting the Shadow Ball, and go into my Mandibuzz to resist that, which is good, because I take it like an awesome little vulture thing with a bone in its head, because that's what Mandibuzz is basically. It's like a turkey, chicken, vulture, monster bone thing, which is amazing. So he's going to go ahead, stay in, go for the Flamethrower, which I also eat pretty pretty amazingly, and I'm just going to whirlwind him out to get rocks and spikes damage on him when he comes back in next turn. He'll almost, or not next turn, but next time he comes in, he'll almost be dead. And as Azumarill comes in, and it takes a lot of damage, and next time it switches in, it will also die. So I'm going to go ahead and just go for the Roost, which was probably a kind of stupid play on my part. I was just kind of scouting to see what he would do, but obviously he's just going to go for the water move and do a lot of damage to me. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead this turn, and I believe either Roost again or Whirlwind. I can't exactly remember. We'll just have to see. Okay, he's going to go for the Waterfall again, so that means I did go for the Whirlwind because I'm faster than him, and Whirlwind has negative priority. So yeah, I did go for the Whirlwind, and he goes out into this Glaceon. This thing gives me pain in the butt all over the place. It's so annoying because, well, in the hail, it like hits all of its blizzards and stuff because, you know, a blizzard gets 100% accuracy in the hail, and then even worse than that, it has that snow cloak thing that just makes stuff miss, and you'll see why that is a pain in the butt. Because I go out into my Medicham, and I don't want him to switch into Chandelure, so I'm going to go ahead and go for the Psycho Cut. Because I know that if he switched into Chandelure and I went for the high jump kick, I just hurt myself. So I go for the Psycho Cut, and it pays off because he does predict my high jump kick, and I do kill him off with that Psycho Cut. And Medicham is looking like a boss right now, because that's what Medicham is. A sumo boss. So score is 3 versus 3. We're evened up on pokes, and he's going to go out into this Azumarill and die to the spikes and stealth rock damage, which is great. So it's a great thing that I set that stuff up. And 3 versus 2 now, and things are starting to turn in my favor, and he goes on to this Glaceon. I'm like, I know I can outspeed it. I know I can outspeed it, because I'm Scarfed. Even if it's Scarfed, I have faster base speed. So I'm going to go for the Psycho Cut, and I think I have the game here. And then the Snow Cloak protects him, and I miss. And that is very, very bad. So I didn't know that this thing was Scarfed at the time, but that was kind of what I was assuming. It was like, well, maybe he's not Scarfed, and Houndoom can outspeed him. But no, he's Scarfed, and he's going to kill off Houndoom with a Blizzard. And that's not good at all, because now I've just got one poke left, which is weak to Ice, and that is Claydol, which is very sad. So if I would have hit that Psycho Cut, I could have won, but that's too bad. So my spinning top Claydol guy is just going to come out and hope that he misses his Blizzard, but he doesn't. So that's due to the hail. Good game. MultiHGW is a really close match. It all came down to that miss, but you know what? Hacks is hacks. It just happens. Oh, please check out my channel, thesupremehaus, and I will see you guys later, hopefully. Haus is out. Peace.